What would happen if someone dies? Here, how about we kill this dude?
When someone dies, 저승사자, the Korean death angel, comes and guides the dead to the underworld. Before they enter the underworld, the death angel checks the list of names to make sure that he is bringing the right one.
There are 7 rulers of underworld who rule 7 different regions, and each will judge the dead's wrongdoings in the past life. Since each judgment takes 7 days to be completed, the family members of the deceased will pray for him for a total of 49 days to go through the judgment safely.
The first ruler of underworld is the great King Jingang from Hell of Blade Mountains. King Jingang judges whether the deceased had practiced good deeds and charity when he or she was alive. If one does not pass his judgment, then he or she has to spend the rest of the afterlife walking on a bridge made of blades. The dead will be tortured forever because he or she can still feel the extreme pain even though the person is already dead.
In the second region of underworld, called Hell of Flames, the great King Chogang will punish the greedy and selfish ones. If one does not pass the judgment, he or she will be fried in the boiling pot of poop water.
Unlike Hell of Flames, the third region is Hell of Glacier. The great King Songje will evaluate whether the dead was dutiful and devoted to his or her parents. There are way more prisoners in Hell of Glacier than in the other regions of Underworld. And as a punishment, they will be buried under the glaciers forever for breaking their parents' heart.
The great King Ogwan from the 4th region, Hell of Sword Forest, uses a scale to measure how heavy one's sin is. He evaluates and punishes the one who killed, stole, conducted obscene acts, drank heavily, and spoke recklessly. If the scale leans and tells King Ogan that the dead had committed any of the 5 crimes, the dead will eternally wander around the forest in which all the trees are made of swords and blades.
The great King Yamla from Hell of Tongpling punishes those who lied, spoke with harsh manners, and spoke ill of others. If the dead is found to be guilty, then King Yamla will pull the dead's tongue out, bit and flatten it, and plow a field on flattened tongue to grow a crop.
Queen Byonsung, the only female ruler of Underworld, is from Hell of Poisonous Snakes. Criminals who committed serious crimes such as murder and rape will get punished. Unlike other rulers, Queen Byonsung will also evaluate whether the family members and friends of the dead had been conducting themselves properly. If the family members and friends are found to be innocent, then the dead will go to the last stage of judgment. But if the family members and friends are found to be guilty, the dead will be thrown with the other dead people with the prison filled with poisonous snakes, and they will fight each other.
The last judgment takes place in Hell of Disassembly. The great King Taesan will send the dead to one of the 6 gates, depending on his or her level of misbehavior and crime. The first gate is the gate of hell. The next is the gate of start, which leads to the place where the dead will always be starving and thirsty no matter how much he or she eats or drinks. The third entrance is the gate of beasts. If one enters, he or she will be reincarnated into a beast.
Then there is the gate of the battling demons, which is the entrance to the chaotic place where the goats and demons are fighting each other continuously. Another gate, which is the gate of human beings, allows the dead to be reborn as a human being. Only the innocent spirits can enter the last gate, the gate of heaven. Only the innocent ones can enjoy their afterlife in heaven.